Yes? Yes? All right, cool. All right, everyone. Oh, that was a lot louder. Okay, sorry. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fall 2016, Week 10, also known as Stress Edition. That's right, y'all. Everything's broken. No, everything's actually going really well. We've got a lot of really cool stuff to show everyone. So we're going to be talking about our speakers, general deadlines. Going to be talking more about focusing on implementation, experimental team, t-shirts, and then there's one more thing that didn't get on the agenda, but it won't be too crazy. Don't worry about it. All right. So, we have Kate Edwards. She's coming back for more. Thanks very much for coming back to come visit us. So, she came and talked to us last month. She had a really awesome talk, and it was really cool having her, and really grateful that she decided to come down again to visit us. For those of you who don't know, she's part of the International Game Developers Association. She's the head of that, and been in the industry for, worked on Halo 1 and?
Halo 1, 2, 4, Fable, Age of Empires, Rise of Nations.
The good stuff. The childhood. Man, the formative years. All right, cool. And then we've also got Benson Russell. He's a game designer at Infinity Ward. He'll be coming to talk to us tomorrow's Dev Jam about how introspection can improve your ability to work in teams. It sounds really weird, but I heard his talk at IndieCade, and it actually really improved the way that I kind of think about the way that I approach problem solving and stuff like that. So if you have a free Friday, his talk starts at 5 tomorrow. It's going to be at FA4307 where our normal game Dev Jams are. And yeah, I really encourage y'all to go check it out. So our launch date is September 1st, but
what?
December? I said September?
Yeah.
Haha.
We launched already.
We launched already. You guys are late. I'm ashamed of all of you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so our launch date is December 1st. But as you all know, or as most of you know, the last meeting that we have together before we launch is November 17th, which is 2 weeks from now. And that's when we need to have all of our tasks finished and turned in so that we can spend the next couple weeks tweaking it, because it's really hard to stay in contact over the course of Thanksgiving break, as we've learned from the last couple of years. And so we really want everything to be kind of in there and in a partially working state, so that we know that we're at least headed in the right direction before we go off for Thanksgiving break and then that week afterwards. So yeah, everything done in 2 weeks, go! So what does this mean for how you should approach making stuff? It means that now more than ever you should really be looking at things like, we all want the game to be perfect, but learning when to say that things are good enough is a really important skill, because we all want everything to be perfect and it never will be. When you're critiquing your own work or you're critiquing the work of others, I really want y'all to be thinking about, okay, does this work for the game as it is? If not, what does it need to do in order to be good, in order for it to work for the game? Instead of just like, oh, well, I think this might work a little bit better. Oh, I think this might blah, blah, blah. That stuff, that can be done 2 weeks from now. Like the little tweaks, those can be done 2 weeks from now. But if someone's asking you to critique their work, comment about their work, and it seems like it's something that would like sort of work, just be like, that sort of works. We'll make changes to it later. So yeah, that's the focus for these next couple weeks. Today is the last day to apply for the experimental team. The experimental team, I know that we've been talking about it a lot. It's for people who want to kind of get a chance to experience working in a smaller group environment, and who want to be kind of thrown some challenges that we don't normally throw at the overall VGA group. So the experimental team will probably be the group that starts tackling 3D game development first, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, please email us at development.vgda@gmail.com. There is also an interest form pinned on our Facebook page. And for those of you guys who are using Facebook a lot on mobile, I just want to let you know that pinned posts on your Facebook feeds on mobile, on the mobile Facebook app, they don't show up by default. You have to press a little button that says show pinned post. So just something to watch out for. Okay, so just one last time, what we'll be doing over the last few weeks of development is making sure that you have an ability to be accountable remotely, making sure that you communicate often and in a way that is respectful and open-minded and encourages other people to communicate more themselves. Creative problem solving, and also taking the initiative to draw attention to problems, because this is a giant avalanche of a club, and sometimes we miss things, and that's why we rely on everyone to let us know when there are problems and when there are blockages, stuff like that. That really helps us out a lot. And then as far as expertise goes, we just want someone who can quickly create work that requires minimal adjustment in order for it to be game ready. But if you master the first 3 skills, you will master the expertise. Your fall fashion lineup is here. I actually got a picture of the t-shirt this time. Look at it, it's all fancy looking. Ooh, I don't know why the Pinterest like button thing got stuck, but we do have ladies sizes. They're not gonna be any more expensive. We don't need a minimum amount of orders for those this time around. So that's what those look like. Our lanyards are going to be this kind of gray color with the gray and orange VGDA logo. The lanyards on their own are $8. The t-shirts on their own are $15, or you can get both for $20. We have an order. I have an order sheet, and so we'll be doing that today. And yeah, so that's how that goes. So this is the thing I'm super, super excited about. This is one of the few fun things. I'm just kidding. This is one of the things I get to do. Is I get to invite a lot of industry experts to come to our launch party and tell us that our game is horrible. I'm just kidding. As you know, as some of you know, last semester we had a bunch of people from Blizzard come down, and they played Echoes of Cocoon, even though the build was a little buggy. But they really liked it despite the bugs, and we learned a lot, and we had a really fun time talking to them afterwards when we took them out to the Red Leprechaun. And so we're doing it again. We're going to have some professional game developers, including at least one studio lead. He's pretty sure they'll be coming down to check out our game. They'll be giving us feedback. So the pressure's on, y'all. Stress time. That's the best time, though. But yeah, so these are people who have a lot of our dream jobs, and it's going to be really cool if we can impress them. Okay, so do we have any questions about anything that I've gone over? I know I've gone over a lot of this stuff a bunch of times, but anything like that? I don't see any hands going up. Okay, so we're going to go on to level 3. Okay. All right, level 3. Is it working? I don't think it's working. There we go. Level 3. Helen, come on down. Welcome to the party. Glad to have
you. Hi guys. So if you remember, level 3 is the ship graveyard. This week what we got done was, for tech, we got the laser emitter knockback. So if your ship is hit by a laser emitter enemy, then you're going to be knocked back and paralyzed for half a second. We also got basic tether implementation, where you're going to be able to pick up like ship parts and drag them along with you. For art, we got the background for level 3 done. It's just very basic. That's what it looks like. Ongoing is the narrative task, so they're still working on the story background and the dialogue. Gameplay is slowly building the level. And this week, we're going to be working on finalizing the tether implementation, building the music manager, and getting a kill counter. For art, we're going to be doing the shipwreck pieces that you can actually run into, and Ophelia's ship is going to be in the background. So yeah, that's everything.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. Okay, enemy presentation works.
Hi, short and sweet. What we got done, tech continues to be beast, refining a lot of the things we already have done, plus a thing called triple shot, plus Michael just informed me like 2 seconds ago. I totally forgot what he just informed me. They got a new, enemy health. ADHD folks. And so we have enemy health, just got implemented 2 seconds ago. Art has been like, you know, all those cool silhouettes I showed you last week. People have been coloring those, messing around with color schemes. We got a few of those in. Should be getting a few more of those in. Gameplay has been helping levels out. Narrative has been editing for a million years. Pretty much for the next like 2 weeks, it's just going to be editing on the narrative side. Sound, we figured out recording is going to happen around the 14-ish, so narrative will all get done by then. And then we'll be recording. Next week, art, final sprites, tech, keep polishing, keep working on implementation, gameplay, keep working with level teams to make sure everything gets designed properly. Narrative, we'll keep editing forever and ever and ever. We also, we're in charge of writing the ending dialogues, so as the levels, especially level 5s, let me start over. As the levels, especially level 5, start to get done, we have those 4 or 5 branching endings that we talked about, so we're going to be looking more closely at the paths and writing out the final big pretty monologues for those. Sound keep doing their sound thing. Questions? No?
Thank you.
All right, I guess that means some level 5. Elijah, come on down.
Or up. Or up. Whatever.
Okay, so level 5 stuff. Progress this week. On tech, I know that because I don't have a specific programmer person on my team, but someone on the polish team in tech was making the gravity mechanic that we need for the map, which the gameplay is going to be designed around. So far with the gameplay, we still need to make the actual layout of the map, but we have the main goal in mind and the steps along the way. So for art this week, we got background concepts done by Sarah. And so she's concepting the black hole, which is going to have a gas giant filtering off into it. So she's made a bunch of variations of that. And it's going to be animated, so she's been working on making a looping animation, which why won't it play? How do you make it play? It was working when I looked at it on my computer. I blame you. Wait, can you hit play? Will it work if you do that, or is that just going to play through the slides? Yeah, it will. Okay, got that. Next week, we'll make it work, as you can see.
Is it on the chat?
No, I will post it in the chat, though. Anyway, so level 5 tasks that we're going to be continuing on with. Gameplay, Peter and I tonight are going to be going and hammering out a solid gameplay map and just path for level 5. And we're going to be working the gravity that we made into it. Tech, we need to create boundaries around the black hole, basically so that when you go past a certain point, Ophelia will be like, you idiot, stop, you're going to fly into the black hole and we're going to die. And then a certain point where if you do fly, you will die and go into the black hole, and that's where asteroids and debris and stuff will be being pulled into, and once they hit that, they will despawn and reappear on the outside of the map to keep coming in, so you have a constant waves of debris and asteroids and stuff coming into the map, so that gives you more to interact with. And for the narrative, I have the structure pretty much written. I'm gonna keep working on that for how it's gonna start with end, because there's not going to be dialogue in level 5 that can change the paths that you'll get. So it's pretty much just interacting with the paths that you have unlocked with the dialogue options that you've like chosen along the way so far. And that is that. Oh yeah, also, Haley has agreed to help do final artwork for each of the endings. So basically like one frame that you'll just see as like the monologue plays out, so that we have something cool. So it's not just like click your final dialogue option, the end. So we'll actually like have something cool at the end. So she's gonna be working on that. So thank you, Haley, for that. All right, that is it.
All right, cool. All right. Ken, your stuff is so clean. All right, polished team, come on up.
Alrighty, so less pretty stuff to show on the slides this week, but we got a lot done actually. You'll get to see it in the build. So for programming, we've got the fuel mechanics working properly, so now you actually lose fuel as you're flying around. You actually were losing it before, you just couldn't tell. So UI actually added in something to show that, but you can pick up fuel to replenish that. We added in lots of particle effects. The ship has a nice little vapor trail, which again, you'll see. We added in some temporary particle effects for the ion constructs that look pretty good, but hopefully we have some even better stuff that I got from the level 5 team. We've been polishing off how the debris behaves, so it should be working better. There's still a few things we probably need to tweak. The levels can actually be completed now, so you can play through the levels from one to the next and try out the dialogue along the way. And then other various polish, just make sure the levels are structured the way they were in the level design docs, and various bug fixes. So right now you can play through the tutorial level in level 1. Level 2 is still being tweaked a little bit, and then the other ones are obviously being worked on. For sound, we got a bunch of stuff for the tractor beam, the acceleration, and the collision. That's still being tweaked as well, though, so it's not in the build currently. And then for art, we got lots of actual particles, so we're not just using what's already defaulted into Unity. We have particle effects for the black hole in level 5, which is still being worked on, but it's working great. And then the tractor beam is nearly finalized. We have something that works, but it's not in the build yet, but it's looking really cool. And I tried to make a video of it, and it didn't work. Didn't go into PowerPoint very well, so that's just kind of how it goes. That's about it.
All right, cool. Thank you much. Stop trying to woo Josh, Mike.
Hi guys. So for level 4 this week, it's inside of Ophelia's ship. We got the wall knockback, so the hard borders for this level, you're just gonna, when you run into it, things bounce off of it and you hit and like you knock back. We got that working. We got the first draft of the dialogue and the twine dialogues, and it's sounding pretty awesome. The gameplay, we've been working on the level design slowly. We're trying to get it hammered out so that way we can get all the backgrounds and stuff, because this level is going to kind of depend on it. For this next week, we're going to fix up the rotating laser emitters, the laser blasters, and then the art, we're going to be working more on the background, narrative editing, dialogue. And then gameplay, we're going to finalize the level design this week. Yeah, that's pretty much everything we have this week for level 4.
Cool. All right. Looking forward to it. And that's all we got. I'm just kidding. All right. You want to come on down? Woo! Can you find water? He's still up there.
I know.
No?
I don't play that game. It's too disappointing.
Alright. Everyone. Okay, so this week, for tech, a dialogue scene now loads the next level once you're done with it. The audio slider bars are functional, cursors are persistent. I added a button that returns you to the main menu while you're playing. And don't finish the heads-up display. For art, we have finalized enemy and debris out of view arrows. We have a secondary out of bounds boxes. We have a finalized desktop icon, pop-up dialog box, and heads-up display art. Moving on, here's the enemy debris out of camera view arrow. I decided to go with the first one. I think the exclamation mark is a little bit too busy. Here is the not pirated version, Elijah, of the out of bounds. Finalized desktop icon. This is the finalized dialog box for if you like collide with something. This will pop up. Here's a sneak peek of Doan's title panel. And for it worked like 2 weeks ago. For the future, hopefully we're gonna have sounds for the Victor Gate. We're gonna have work on the pause menu, some sort of transition between levels, finalizing the dialog sequence panel, hopefully some work on saving and loading, title menu, and other stuff.
All right, thank you much. I like the sound of VGDA Gate. Like it's just like it's so ominous. All right. Do we have level ups other than the ones from Ken?
What?
Any level ups other than the ones from Ken?
I sent them all the way to the bottom.
Because I think a bunch of our people are about to hit core. Well, we have a few people who are hitting associate today. Wait, where to put my candy? There we go. All right, so on the UI team, we have Karen Ramirez. You here today, Karen Ramirez? Man, no one's ever here when they level up, and I don't get to throw candy at them.
You throw candy in.
How about Kenny Do? Are you here, Kenny Do?
I'm Kenny. I get the candy because they're on my sleeve.
You get candy because you're wonderful. All right, well, man, it's like the highlight of my life. All right, okay, so since you're not Kenny Do, so since we, so I guess that does us for our level ups. So we'll be splitting up. What's up? Oh, tech demo. I always forget about the most important part.
Yeah, all the time.
Every time. All right, tech demo. Come on up here.
Okay, you're fine. Give me 1 second.
Do you need a mouse for that?
Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, I need a mouse, but you know.
I will. I think so, yeah. That goes.
Make sure the frame's on.
Yeah. Any second now.
No, I just broke the whole thing.
Thanks.
There is no longer a tech demo. We have to start over, guys.
Okay, there we go. Let's install the mouse. How's everyone's week?
It was weak.
Great.
The Overwatch Halloween thing ended. I was really sad about that.
Honestly, like, what's even more than anything,
Crap. Still installing.
Wahona got to level 200 just after it ended, so she didn't get to take advantage of those, like, basically, yeah. Well, so
Do you have any like reading?
What's max volume?
Okay.
Okay, so
So I bought, you know, the $10 worth of Halloween loot boxes. Are you ready to go?
yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay,
let's
well,
wait for you
talk
to
about
finish.
it. Why? Just interrupt me. You always do anyway. Wait.
Huh?
Oh, I like that
Ripped. Let's try that again.
Look at those effects.
Yeah. This is our minimalist art style.
Oh Jesus. Okay, let's try that again.
Sound.
There's no
No
sound.
sound for that.
Sound?
There's the music. So pretty loud, but so we actually got around to building some of the levels. So right now we have the HUD on the top right. That's a police. So as of right now, there's supposed to be a dialogue box that pops up, but we haven't implemented that yet. But basically, we're supposed to find a ship part. Here's some of the lasers. You can block them if you go on them. You get fucked up. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go in here, grab the part, and quickly get out. Ah, crap. Well, I made it. So
Is that tethered?
You're bad at this game you
Yeah.
made, Michael.
this is also a fuel resource. You have to tractor beam it to get your fuel back. So that works. And right now, it's not completely finished, but right now it's playable. So we're taking it to the waypoint. If I can find it, I believe it was down here. Please be down here. Because I don't want to run out of fuel.
I like how you're using your fragile ship part as a battering ram.
I can't find the waypoint.
Keep going down left. It's past all the big ones.
Okay.
Those dials
Are you feeling the anxiety?
Yeah.
One of our 4 pillars of game design, man. Are you feeling?
Oh shit.
Are you feeling the pillars?
Yeah.
There you go.
So this takes you to the dialogue. So current, special threat, minimal. What do you mean?
No reference exception.
Yeah. Okay. That's still easy done. So we have the dialogue up and running in between the levels. Get to see the beautiful narrative dialogue that's flowing. You can also skip through that.
Dang.
But you can't skip through the dialogue itself. You still have to make choices.
Okay. Choice.
Like we have 5 choices here.
I'll do one bits.
Which should I? Yeah. And then this will open to level 1.
Level 2.
Now for that graphic, we're probably gonna add something cooler there, like maybe like you flying through space. That's placeholder.
We'll have that little
It's probably loading.
like when you can't get to the internet, that little Google Chrome like dinosaur.
Mini game.
Ooh. Oh no, it's
Okay, we forgot to put in the loading screen there, but this is why you need loading screens, kids. Oh shit, the fuel.
How'd you lose health?
No, it's the fuel. Okay, I have to really rush over now because everything was loading. Oh, thank God, there's fuel right there. Here's some of the gels. This slows you down. The particles need optimization, but they work.
So do you use the same amount of fuel when you're slowed down?
I don't think so. I think it just slows you down.
Fuel.
Oh, thank God, more fuel. So here's the waypoint. Now, where's the part? And also some enemies have some art assets on them, but they're kind of tiny right now. The bullet isn't working for some reason right now, but we'll fix that. This is the speed boost, I believe.
Speed boost.
It's lagging right now. It's a lag boost right now. It will be optimized.
You're running out of fuel.
Okay,
Stop, man! You're putting him in a state of anxiety.
Okay, there it is. There's the part.
Go.
All right, there's the duster art right there. I need to quickly book it.
Fuel.
Where?
It's working, lads. It's working.
Oh god. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are those?
We could. So I'm
You
gonna
don't
go
want to
around
fly
there with
into the
that.
asteroid field.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. And this should take you there. Pilot, are you well? No. Oh, there's a typo right there, but all the way. All the way. Defensive message are always a possibility. We should concern ourselves with how we might proceed. Okay. Unable to determine. Let's see where this takes us.
Speed run.
All right. Let's see where this takes us.
Crash land.
And this is the second level, the Broken Moon. We haven't really finished building it. It's just like the background, so I'll just slowly lose fuel and die. But
Yeah.
I can
Perfect.
show you the parallaxing, the foreground parallax of this like singular object. It's pretty cool.
How many layers?
How many layers? So many layers. Yeah, 4 layers.
Well, there's the gameplay layer, which is where where the actual game takes place on, and then there's like 3 art layers.
Yeah. So I guess we want to see what happens when you die.
Full throttle, Scotty.
Any questions about this?
Looks like Colgate. Are you feeling the anxiety, people? How about the loneliness?
Yeah.
Every day,
So-
man.
Basically for tech, it's just fixing, optimizing, tweaking, just,
Oh.
yeah, game over.
Game over, bro.
Where does that take you? And then, yeah, that's
All right.
pretty much it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Am I forgetting anything else? Karen Ramirez or Kenny Duty wandering while we were doing the thing? Guys. All right. So now we'll be splitting up into discipline teams. Yeah, we can start recording at this point.